Old flour sifters often end up with torn mesh or bent rims, so most people just throw them away. But don't throw them away just yet. With a little creativity, those old sifters can be transformed into all kinds of useful household items. Today, I'll show you a few easy ways to upcycle old flour sifters into practical items that save money and reduce waste. Have an old flour sifter you no longer use? Don't throw it away, it can make a handy chicken feeder. Secure the handle to a fence, chicken coop, or sturdy post. Then face the sifter outward and add the feed. The rim keeps the feed contained, while the mesh lets water drain away and helps keep the food dry. Have an old flour sifter you no longer use? Don't throw it away. With a little creativity, you can turn it into a unique and budget-friendly table lamp. Take the round mesh part and clean it thoroughly. Then use glue to attach short strands of silver bead strings around the rim. Cut the strands to different lengths to create a more natural-looking and eye-catching fringe. Glue the bead strings closely around the rim to create a fringe. When the light is on, it shines through the mesh and reflects off the beads, creating a beautiful, sparkling effect. Next, make the lamp base. Attach the two holders to both ends of the paper tube and secure them firmly. You can also decorate the tube with paper, fabric, or paint. Once the base is finished, attach the light to the top. Secure it firmly to the top of the stand. Finally, place the decorated sifter over the bulb as the lampshade. Make sure it's balanced and doesn't touch the bulb. And that's it. An old sifter is now a unique handmade table lamp, creative, budget-friendly, and perfect for adding a special touch to your space. If you've got a few old flour sifters lying around the house, don't throw them away just yet. All you need is 3 sifters of the same size and a sturdy piece of rope. Thread the rope through the rim and the handle of each sifter. Then tie it securely at 3 points so each one hangs evenly and stays balanced. Then connect the 3 sifters vertically, leaving about 20 to 30 centimeters, 8 to 12 inches between each tier, so air can circulate freely. Once it's done, hang the whole thing on your balcony, porch, or any sunny, breezy spot. Each tier is perfect for drying beans, peanuts, lotus seeds, corn, dried orange, or pomelo peels, and even herbs. The multi-tier design maximizes vertical space and keeps different foods separated. If you keep all your earrings in one place, you're bound to waste time searching for the matching pair. So don't throw away that old flour sifter. Just hang it on a wall, a cabinet door, or a hook. The mesh is full of tiny holes, so simply hook each earring through the mesh, and you've got yourself a handy jewelry organizer. Instead of tossing all your earrings into one box and digging through it every time you need a matching pair, each set now hangs separately, so you can spot the one you want at a glance. It also helps prevent your earrings from getting tangled, lost, or scratched from rubbing against each other, while giving an old flour sifter a practical new purpose. If your bookshelf or desk is running out of space for your favorite photos, don't rush out to buy another shelf. Just grab an old flour sifter and hang it on the wall with a sturdy hook. Then use mini clothespins or photo clips to attach your pictures directly to the mesh. Your photos will be neatly displayed and you can rearrange them anytime without putting more nails in the wall. To make the most of the space, hang a few S-hooks or small hooks from the sifter's handle. They're perfect for holding your keys, lanyards, earbuds, or other everyday accessories. For your glasses, simply slide one of the arms over the handle. They'll stay securely in place and be easy to grab whenever you need them. With just one old flour sifter, you've got a decorative display board and a handy storage organizer all in one. If your flour sifter has torn mesh or can no longer be used for sifting, don't throw it away just yet. Simply line the inside with a piece of paper or landscape fabric to keep the soil in place. Then fill it with potting soil and plant flowers or herbs like mint, basil, cilantro, or even small succulents. The mesh is full of tiny holes, allowing excess water to drain easily and helping prevent root rot from overwatering. You can place it on a table or windowsill or tie a rope to the rim and hang it on your balcony or porch. That old metal sifter instantly becomes a charming hanging planter with a rustic look, saving you the cost of buying a new pot while adding a beautiful decorative touch to your home. Every time you finish washing the dishes, do you usually leave your sponge right on the sink? Water gets trapped underneath, so the sponge stays wet all the time and can easily start to smell. Don't throw away that old flour sifter just yet. Cut off the handle, then use a strong adhesive hook to hang the mesh next to your sink. Place your sponge on top and you're done. The tiny holes let the water drain away, so the sponge dries faster and stays cleaner. Who knew an old sifter could make such a handy sponge holder? Every time you wash rice, do you ever have trouble with rice falling everywhere? When you put the rice in a bowl and add water to wash it, even a slight tilt can make the rice spill into the sink. It's wasteful and such a hassle to pick it all up again. There's a much easier way to just use a flour sifter. First, put the amount of rice you need into the sifter. Then place the sifter in a bowl or simply hold it under running water. Add some water and gently rub the rice with your hands right inside the sifter. The tiny holes let the rice water drain through easily while the rice stays safely inside. Once the rice is clean, you can place the entire sifter with the rice into a pot of boiling water. Then cover the pot and let the rice cook. When the rice is cooked, simply lift the sifter out. Let the excess water drain off for a moment, and the rice is ready to serve. The rice cooks evenly and stays fluffy without sticking to the bottom of the pot. Plus, it's a quick and easy way to remove the rice without having to drain the entire pot of water. After cooking, do you want to cover your food to keep out dust, but can never find a lid that fits your pot or pan? Don't worry, an old flour sifter can work as a temporary lid. Just choose a sifter that fits and place it directly over your pot or pan. The rim will rest on the edges, covering most of the top and helping keep dust and insects away from your food. If the food is still hot, the mesh lets steam escape, preventing condensation from dripping back onto your food. When you're ready to eat, simply lift the sifter off and you're good to go. Whenever you need to separate an egg, most people pass the yolk back and forth between the eggshell halves. But that can easily break the yolk, especially if it's soft or you're not used to doing it. Here's an easier trick. Just use a flour sifter. Place the sifter over a bowl, then crack the egg directly into it. Gently shake the sifter or tilt it back and forth a few times. The egg white will naturally pass through the mesh into the bowl below, while the yolk stays on top. Once all the egg white has drained, simply transfer the yolk to another bowl or plate. It's quick, mess-free, and keeps the yolk intact, making it perfect for baking, sauces, or any recipe that calls for only the yolk or the egg white. Have you noticed that every time you sift flour the usual way, one hard shake sends flour flying everywhere across the counter, all over the stove, and even onto your clothes? It's even worse with fine ingredients like all-purpose flour, cornstarch, or powdered sugar, because cleaning up afterward can take longer than the sifting itself. Here's a simple trick that keeps the mess to a minimum while still sifting your flour quickly. Pour the required amount of powder into a glass or cup with a medium-sized opening. Turn the glass upside down and place it in the center of the sifter so the rim rests gently on the flour. Now simply hold the glass and move it in small circles. As you rotate it, the rim spreads the flour evenly and gently presses it through the mesh. The flour falls into the bowl in a light, fluffy layer instead of puffing up into the air like it does when you shake the sifter by hand. Keep rotating until all the flour has passed through the mesh. If a few small lumps remain, just give it a few more turns or press lightly with the glass and they'll sift through as well. Since the rim of the glass covers most of the sifter, the flour has very little chance to escape into the air.